Howdy, y'all! I'm going to lightly publicly shame these teams for readying up before we were ready, but that's fine. We are here to see Enigma take on Gunky, Bunky, Funky, Munky, Worms. That's a name and a half, but my name is Psychaotic. With me in the booth is Blank on the sidelines, is Annex on the cams, is Newton Dad, and putting in this first shot is Holy Warrior.
Beautiful shot. It was right out of the gates there. We didn't have any time to start this up, and it's already going to be Gunky's turn to try to take the disc and put it down the field and see what they can do with it. It's pass on down to Impulse. Impulse moving it over to Moons, and Moons getting it through the mid here up to I don't know how you pronounce that. Any ideas, Psychiatric?
We're gonna call him KJ.
KJ it is, but it doesn't matter too much because Moons has it. Getting on down to Lucy. Lucy Goosey moving it on up into the bubble. Gonna get it cut in here to Moons. Moons under the goal, making a beautiful two-pointer there. Tying it up already in the beginning of the first round.
Great work there by Worms to move this one up the arena and get in the points to tie us back up before Enigma, could really start a drive there, keeping them at 2 points. So far, very even, just over a minute in. Let's see how Enigma looks to answer back, as that is Mr. Christian 504 over to Holy Warrior, down low to Nathan Dream, across to his buddy Noah Dream, and Noah Dream sending this one through. Ooh, it is just in front of the stack. It's a race to get there. Nathan Dream there first, but Moons gets the stun and the steal. The send up to Impulse is good, and Impulse is going to clear this one through.
Yeah, clear through he does. It's going to be Lucy on the wall here, trying to juke out, but not able to juke out for too long. Holy being able to slap it right out of their hands, and enough power to get through, and on the goal! It is in the goal! That is a full court right there from Mr. Christian there. 3 points. That was an amazing shot.
Mr. Christian and Holy Warrior pulling off the miracle to get the 72-meter shot off for the 3. Oh my goodness. I mean, Worms gonna have to shake that one off. They're only down by 3 points, but that never feels good. But that's okay. They're off to a solid start as this is in the hands of Impulse. Impulse looking down low for KJ, but actually it's just a calculated self-pass instead. Now over to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey looking to send this one up, but instead it will find the hands of Holy Warrior, who looks to send it through, but that clear's not good either. Instead, it's Moons looking to send it across, and this is loose once again. Picked up by Impulse, though. Impulse on the ground, juking around, finding Moons. Moons got to go for the shot, but it's just a little bit wide. Back into the hands of Impulse. One more cut to Lucy Goosey, and this time it will be good for the 2.
Up to Enigma. It's up on Enigma side here. They do still hold the lead, but it could not be for long as Gunky is trying to take it back here. Enigma will be let out now. We'll be able to see what they can do with it. As they do come on out of their tunnels, it will be picked up by Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian just holding it here, passing over to Holy Warrior. Being a bit slower with their pacing here, as they're just letting the midfield fight it on out. Gunky does have a stack together though, looking to pressure the disc here. Moons and Impulse gonna get their stack and hold it, and they're just gonna sit here and fake each other out for a bit here until eventually the pass goes down to Nathan Dream. Nathan Dream moving it down the field until it's picked up by the defense here. Lucy Goosey sending it down the field. A good bounce into the bubble, but the defender there, right there to catch it and send it on out.
They're not going to find all their way out, though, as that's picked up by Moons and sent back in, looking for KJ, but Holy Warrior gets the read on the bounce, and then the send through into the Worms bubble. This is an opportunity, as it is Noah Dream putting it off the backboard and in for another 2 points. They are going to re-up this lead to 3. So, it's been very even, very back and forth, but Enigma has found a way to keep themselves on top, for now at least. We are not even halfway done through this game, so this is still anyone's game. It's still a 1 score difference, as this is Lucy Goosey picking this one up for the Worms, going down low to Moon. Moon up high to KJ. KJ across over to Impulse, and now coming back to Moon. But oh, that stack for Enigma had that red. Gets the stun, gets the steal, but oh, Moon's still on it. Enigma is forced to just kind of fling this one forward and turn it over into the hands of Impulse, who gets the clear.
Yeah, it's right back into Gunky side here as it's picked up by Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian getting it on over and heading back into the trap here. KJ here with the disc passing on over, not going to be able to find a successful pass to Moons as Moons gets stunned out, and Enigma sending it down the field once again, picked up by Nathan. Open goal here, not for long though, as the Gunky stack gets back in time, and Impulse is able to save it and send it right on down, and it's going to be Impulse moving up. No, the shot not good, as Noah Dream is able to save it.
Yes, but Worms will keep the possession. Oh no, they won't if they do something like that. It's okay. Impulse is there to recover off the bounce, sending it back to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey walking this one forward. No pressure yet. Here comes Nathan Dream over across to KJ. Up high to Moons, and Moons with an 18 from 5 meters out will get the 2 points on the board, and it will bring the Worms to within 1.
Yeah, it's a very close game so far. Both these teams within 1. Enigma holding the lead just barely this game so far, as they are let out once again. Gunky could still definitely come back here if they do play smart. It is gonna be Mr. Christian holding it up here on the nest. Just a bit of a slower play from these teams here. It's sent on down, and the pass wasn't able to find, but it did find the floor, and that's gonna be Nathan Dream on the floor, sending it down to the ceiling, where the defense KJ is able to pick it on up and send it through the tunnel back into Enigma side. It's a free disc. It's Impulse with the disc going down, and the shot is good right into the goal.
What an angle from Impulse there. My goodness, I think he was right above it, but still managed to find that slot into the goal, in for some points, and that's a lead change here. Worms hasn't been on top in a while, but now they are finding themselves up by 1. That said, plenty of time on the clock, just over 3 minutes, so Enigma is going to look to answer back as, oh no, that joust is no good, into the hands of Moons. Moons going up to Impulse. Impulse drawing out the goalie, and the goalie will win that battle. Nathan Dream going to get this one sent out to the mid, but not through, as Lucy Goosey picks it up on the back line. Up high pass to Impulse, now on the ceiling. One more cut to Moons, and Moons going to find the rim instead of the goal once again. Out of the bubble, but not done for the Worms, as they have found a way to get it again and reset it.
Indeed, it's a good pass to KJ. KJ to Lucy, and Lucy putting it right in the goal, making it 7-3. And it looks like Gunky is trying to come for that comeback here, and they are successful finding it. Now Enigma, down by 3, are going to have to make up a few points here if they want to come back and take round 1.
Yep, they are. I mean, 3 points. There's still plenty of time to go the route of 2-2s, but they need to keep an eye on the clock as we are under the 3-minute mark. This is picked up by Nathan Dream in the trap. Big cross over to Holy Warrior in the cross trap. Holy Warrior not able to find the clear. Finds KJ instead. KJ sending this into the bubble. It's a race, but Noah Dream is already on it for the side of Enigma. Noah Dream looking to get that low bounce clear, but KJ on the back line to pick it up and send it over to Moons. Moons, it's over to Impulse in the bubble. Impulse with the one-on-one with the goalie. Top pocket means that's points. 2 for Worms.
Yeah, Worms really striving for this comeback here, and they, like I said, they were able to find it, and now they are looking to expand it. Enigma with the joust advantage. They have full control now. What will they do with the disc? Only time will tell, as they are being let out of their tunnels here. They'll be launching on out. Mr. Christian with the disc, not able to get it through before the stack from Gunky comes through. It's down to Lucy. Lucy taking it from behind and up to Moons. Moons putting it right in the goal from behind. Expanding the lead to 14-7. 7 points up.
This was so close a minute ago. It was a 1-point game about a minute ago, and now the Worms have found their way to get up by 7. This is not looking good for Enigma. They have got to find some points rather quickly, or this round will be over. Holy Warrior not gonna get that pass through as KJ has it read, but the send through will be good. It will be recovered by Moons after doing some moves down low, across over to KJ. KJ just gonna send this one back. Lucy Goosey's not ready for it though. This is gonna be a race. It could be the opportunity Enigma needs, as they will overshoot it. It'll be KJ there first. He's gonna get this one sent to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey with the clear.
That's heading right on down the field and up to the ceiling. It's a free disc right now, and it's gonna be Moons who's gonna find it and look for the 3, but the bounce is just not in his favor, as Nathan is able to get it and throw it right on through, right in the tunnel where Lucy is waiting. And we did hit the 30-second mark here, as it doesn't really matter what happens now. Enigma will be losing round 1. And I need more points. And souvenir points. Speaking of souvenir points, that's Lucy putting in for 2 more points. 16-7 now.
Yep. And I think we'll have mere milliseconds on the board by the time this clock winds down. So this round will be over. It will be going to the favor of the Worms, 16-7. But enough from Blank and I. We've had Annex in the booth with us watching this game, taking some notes. Annex, what did you see?
Both of these teams have had amazing passes this round, like perfect on-point passes. But after seeing that full court shot from Enigma was amazing, but the amazing regrabs from each team were on point, and then after seeing Gunky change her game style, that changed the game easily.
Yeah, for sure. The Worms coming out super, super strong under the 3-minute mark of that round. They really tightened up the passing there, because as you said, those passes in the last 3 minutes of those round were fantastic for the Worms. But before that, there was a lot of panic clearing going on and not a lot of control. But it seems like in those last 3 minutes, the Worms managed to find their footing, find their stride, and at that point, it was over for Enigma. They were struggling to keep up with that, with the control game. Even when they had the clears and Worms were together first to get down there with the stacks. But that said, this is not over for Enigma. All they need to do is tighten it up just a little bit. They've got to find a way to get it through the mid, get it through Worms, because Worms are reading all of their passes. So, maybe go to some of those uncommon locations, send a teammate down there to pass it down there. Not totally sure what they've got to do, but they need to figure it out here and now if they want to send it to a round 3.
Yeah, round 3 may be in the books as Enigma is able to get it down the field first here. But they aren't able to recover here as Moons is able to grab it, toss it on over to Impulse. Impulse sending it down into the tunnel here. Not the tunnel, the trench here. And it's a reset, but no, it's a poorly set reset. And it is not in. No, it is saved by Enigma. Sending it down and down into the trap it goes. Picked up by Nathan. Nathan trying to make it through. Enigma trying to push forward here. It's slow, it's sloppy, and that leaves Lucy plenty of time to get it and move it right on down.
Lucy Goosey with a real good pass over to Moons. Moons under some pressure, looks to cross to Impulse. It will connect. Little pass over to KJ. KJ has, that was brave to take on a goalie, and it will not work for him as Nathan Dream is there first to read it. But, oh no, clear is right into the hands of Lucy Goosey. So Worms, once again, keeping this possession. That's exactly what I was talking about, what Enigma needs to keep an eye on this round. Nathan had a little time to line up that clear and yet still managed to find the Worms player. If they slow it down for just a little bit, get a little bit of control going, they will find a way to get through the Worms. But anyway, I'm done rambling. This is back down into the Enigma bubble. An opportunity for Moons, and Moons, what awareness to back himself out of the bubble to ensure the 3. That was some great work, and they certainly earned those points.
Yeah, you see a bunch of clears that could have been thought through a little bit better. They're sending it right down the middle where the defenders were, and then a lot of overshooting from Enigma here, and they will try to correct it here as they do come on out. Mr. Christian grabbing the disc and holding on the nest as we've seen him do before. This time passing it on over to Holy Warrior on the left, who's going to pass it back to Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian moving it on down and faking out the stack there as it moves on back. But you can only fake out the Gunky stack for so long, and the shot is not going to be any good. But they were able to recover and get it on back. Their backline, Lucy Goosey, does pick it up and moves it forward lightly before getting a pass on over high side where Impulse is waiting. Impulse holding it up here, knowing that he doesn't have to worry too much as he does send it right on over to Lucy, and Lucy back to Impulse. Impulse moving it in, and the shot is good. I did not expect that. And it's a 5-0 already in the second round.
You didn't expect it, and neither did the goalie. The goalie's hands were nowhere near that. If that shot was taken 1 more meter out, they could have had a 3 on the goalie at that point. That's how unexpected that was. But hey, you know what? If it works, it works. Points are points. That'll be 2 of them for the Worms, and they are finding themselves up by 5. So now Enigma trying to get their joust through, but that's not going to be good either. Right into the hands of that Gunky backstack. Impulse with it now, walking this one forward. No pressure yet, but will opt to cross it to KJ. KJ back across over to Impulse. Impulse driving into the bubble. No pressure, and he's just going to do it again. Another 18 from 5 meters out. That's another set of points, and now Worms are up 7-0.
And we do see a pause there, and I'm going to assume it's from Enigma, if I'm correct. Yes, I'm getting, yeah, it's from Enigma here. And, you know, what are you if you're Enigma in this situation? That's 2 shots now. The goalie didn't even look like he attempted to save either of them, potentially losing hope or just giving up there. I mean, every single time you've tried to clear it, you've tried tunnels, you've tried high, you've tried low. The stack always gets to it first, and they always send it right back down into your side. So they will need a bit more planning here if they do want to get it down and see round 3.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that the question best go to Annex, who's been waiting here. Annex, Worms was throwing up such a dominant performance in those last 3 minutes, but it seems to have only got kicked up even higher in this round. What are they doing right now?
I think it's all about how mind game is. At the start of this round, Enigma was going on top with amazing shots, amazing passes, amazing everything. But as soon as Gunky came over on top, Enigma was starting to lose the grip. Like, oh, we are so like ahead of everyone else, and then they started losing like the edge almost.
Yeah, gotcha. For sure. Because I mean, Enigma seemed to have come out strong there in the beginning of this round. I think you're exactly on point there. As soon as Worms started putting in those goals, Enigma seems to have lost their momentum, their footing a little bit. They've let Impulse drive in 2 in a row at this point, which, by the way, I just want to shout out because I'm looking at my Spark. Impulse, that was an 18.4. I mean, 0.1 more. That was a 19, dude. What a shot. But that aside, I think those last 2 sets of goals, the biggest thing is that they're giving Worms too much space to work with. They've let Impulse drive in for the one-on-ones. They're not pressuring those passes outside of the bubble enough. And they're waiting until Worms crashes the bubble to actually step up and do something about it. They have got to find a way to put more pressure on Worms because right now Worms is just running the arena. In addition, green calls. I think Enigma, I'm not listening to their comms. I have no idea, but from what it looks like, they could benefit from some green calls. We've seen a lot of panic clearing going on, and that is how Worms is able to get those reads. Either a single man on the back line or the back stack. Either way, they've managed to find their way to it first. So if Enigma players know they have a little bit of time, they can line up that clear a little bit better to keep it away from those Worms players. Or additionally, they can wait for their own Enigma stack to get together to contest that loose disc once it is down the arena.
Yeah, mentioning their stacks, something you do see a lot from Gunky is their stacks, and something you don't see too much from Enigma is the stacks. I think that's a big changer here, as even in the arena here, you can see Gunky's practicing their stacks. They're getting ready. They got to get the speed. Gunky's a fast team. They're an accurate team, and they rely a lot on their midfield and a lot on their accuracy. And it's not an easy team to beat, especially with that kind of skill set.
Yeah, absolutely. So, now we are just kind of waiting here, and so is Worms. I'm not sure which screen we're on, but Worms making sure they stay warm here. They are doing their stack races up and down the arena, which is absolutely what you do when you are up by 7. You know you are on it. You have the momentum. You don't want to go cold, so just run your stacks. Stay warm. But if you're Enigma right now, you're doing exactly what they're doing right now. They are in their locker room, in their tubes, talking about, okay, what's going on here? Is it in our heads? Do we just need a mental reset? Do we need to change up our gameplay a little bit? Whatever it is right now, they are working together to try to identify the issues and then find the solutions for it. Because as a reminder, Worms won round 1 and Worms is now up 7-0 here in round 2. This is not looking good for them if they can't turn it around rather quickly. They need to come back in this round, and then they also need to keep that momentum going into round 3 if they still want to win this game, or it could be over in about 7 minutes for Worms if they keep up this performance.
Yeah, it could be either a quick game from now, or they could draw it out into a round 3, like you said. However, it's really just coming down to whatever Enigma decides to do, whatever their strategy is, if how quick they can change it up if it doesn't work, and what their thoughts are on it, and how they decide to play. Because obviously, although Echo is a game based completely, it's supposed to be based around skill. Obviously, you have a bit of a mental game in there, And we do see an unpause from these teams as we do get ready now. And it is on Enigma's side here as they will get Joust advantage.
Yeah, Raw Reg in chat pointing out these teams, excuse me, are 27 and 28 respectively. They are right next to each other in the rankings. So, you know, Enigma definitely has the ability to be here and play in this arena against this team. They just need to get their mental game together, find their footing, and find their way to set it up. That said, Noah Dream gonna march all the way down into the Worm's End, but will turn it around after getting some pressure. Now into the hands of Mr. Christian 504. He's gonna walk this one up to Cloud, across over to Holy Warrior. Moons is out of the bubble for the pressure. Noah Dream with it, but the quick tap back to Mr. Christian. And here is the control that Enigma has been looking for all game. Now they are executing it, and oh, that was such a good idea, but they will keep the possession despite the almost clear attempt. Across, over to Noah Dream. Noah Dream going for the dunk, but Lucy Goosey says no. He's gonna get this one cleared to the mid, but it is Mr. Christian for the side of Enigma. They're first once again.
Let's send on down, and it is going to be the defenders here picking it up, but not for too long as Noah Dream does lose it here to Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey losing it to Noah, and eventually the disc gets right on out to Mr. Christian, holding it down in the trap, getting a beautiful pass on over to Noah Dream. Noah Dream moving it up, not able to find that pass, but it still does find his teammate. Only for a second though, his impulse is trying to get the clear out, but the key word there is try, as he wasn't able to find it. Eventually though, the clear is found and the shot is taken, and they just dinged. It went like 3 times when Moon securing it. Moon securing that goal. It dinged like 2 or 3 times there.
That might have been 3 once it hit that pocket twice. Oh my, how unfortunate. But you know what? They will get the points in the end, and I'm sure that's all that matters for them right now, is getting that lead high enough that Enigma cannot come back. Enigma really showed something solid there, though, you know, in the Worms side just a second ago, and I hope that this continues. I hope they don't let that goal get to them, because Mr. Christian was killing it on the back line. They held the possession for almost a solid 2 minutes. But let's see if what they're able to do with this one is, oh no, bouncing off of some Geo into the hands of Nathan Dream, now into the hands of Noah, down low to Holy Warrior, and there we go. Enigma has done it. They have found a way to get on the board. That will be 2 points for them.
Enigma finding some momentum here, gonna try to keep it up here, but now the advantage and the disc possession is gonna be going to Gunky as they do look to control the disc, and they will see, and we'll see what they can do with it here. It is Lucy getting a beautiful bounce pass on over, and it's making its way through quickly, but the defense, Noah Dream ready for it, able to get it on down, but the midfield friend, the defenders there, not able to do anything about it. It is sent through, and it is picked up by Impulse here. Impulse moving it to the mid where the Moons is waiting for that pass, and is moving it on down to KJ. KJ on the goalie, not going to be able to get it there. It looks like it's a headbutt from Mr. Christian, stopping it from going in. And that is right back on into the trap.
Into the hands of Noah Dream. Noah Dream sending this one through. It is going to be off the boot, bouncing into the hands of KJ. MG, I see the hydrate. Thank you. Appreciate it. As soon as I'm done, I'll take that. But now into the hands of Lucy Goosey. Lucy Goosey, I don't know what he was lining up, but Bowtie said no. But KJ is going to get the recovery on the back line, so the Worms will keep the possession as that's bouncing low into the hands of Lucy Goosey. He'll reset this one to Moons on the back line. Moon's going to wait to draw out that pressure before sending it to Impulse, and here comes Impulse looking to do what he did earlier, but this time he will be denied by Holy Warrior. Holy Warrior not able to find the clear just yet as Moons gets the grab. Moons looking for Impulse, but Impulse was stunned out, so it'll be KJ there instead, but another stun comes through, and Enigma will manage to get it out of their bubble, but not out of harm's way, as Impulse has it now. Quick pass up to KJ. KJ driving in, and KJ finding the low portion of the goal for another set of points.
A beautiful set of points that was there, making it 11-2 now. 9-point difference. Enigma still has a lot of work if they want to go and even kind of see a round 3 here as we do approach the 2-minute mark. And we'll see what they can do with it here, as it is Mr. Christian once again holding it, getting a bit of a quicker pass this time down. And it is not going to find his teammate. Instead, it is going to find Impulse. Impulse, moving it on up, does have some passing options. Impulse moving it through, soloing it. Not going to be able to find it though. It dings off the bottom here. Lucy getting stunned out, and Noah able to clear it through the tunnel. leaves the disc, a free disc, moving into the floor area here, picked up by Nathan. Nathan passing it on over to Christian. Mr. Christian getting on up to Noah. Noah, one-on-one, the goalie saves it, and that's going to be Loosey Goosey sending it right on out into Enigma's side here, looking for a few more points. Impulse moving, or sorry, KJ moving it over, and Moons getting it in. Beautiful cut in, beautiful shot, and now 11-point difference as we settle on the scores 13-2.
Oh man, that whole play was something else, but eventually it is Worms finding the points at the end of it, up to an 11-point differential now. That is a minimum of 4 goals, assuming some of those are threes, but it is now Mr. Christian walking this forward under some pressure, sends it over to Holy Warrior. Holy Warrior now sending this across. It gets through the stack. Open goal, but no good for Noah Dream as this bounces almost all the way to quarter field into the hands of Nathan. Nathan to Holy. Holy taking the shot, but Loosey Goosey holding it down in goal right now. Another chance here for Enigma, and Loosey Goosey once again coming out of the stun will get the save and get it cleared out to the mid.
Gunky refusing to let any more shots escape them, and making every single shot they take. That's another 3-pointer right there from Moons. And like I was saying, Gunky just absolutely owning this round as well, controlling the disc and playing at their speed.
Yeah, playing absolutely fantastic right now. They are running away with this game. Let's see if they're able to put any more points on the board as we are at the 10-second mark. A long shot coming through, but intercepted by Loosey Goosey. How many times have we said his name tonight? Final 5 seconds. It's going to be picked up by Impulse. One final bounce shot coming through, but too little. Well, not too little. Who am I kidding? Just a little too late, as they will still take this round and the game 16-2. Annex, we don't have a ton of time, but if you've got like a little bit of commentary, what'd you see?
After the break, it seemed like Enigma was starting to regain their confidence, and seeing that half court from Gunky was incredible. Plus, from the start of this game, it looked like that Enigma was going to be the winners and that Gunky was going to be the underdogs, but then they completely turned it around and showed why they won this game.
For sure. So, incredible performance there by both teams, but the competitive action this evening is not over. We have got a very important match coming up next. It will be Zen taking on Nebraska Numbskulls. This will have impacts on who makes the Challenger Cup, so stay tuned for that. We will be right back. Oh, okay. Hi, we're back. We have got Zen versus Nebraska Numbskulls. I'm actually a Numbskull too. I was just a little confused on that lead-in, but that's fine. We're here. We're ready. My name is Psychaotic. In the booth is Blank, and the man with unparalleled ramblings is next to us as well. The analysis this evening will go to Phenom, but this is a super exciting match and the repercussions it could have on the Challenger Cup. Phenom, how about you tell us about that really, really fast?
Sure. So this is going to be a big time match for Nebraska. They are on the edge of Challengers Cup right now. So if they want to have any option to stay in Challengers Cup for this finals, this final cycle, then they got to come in and really play some good Echo tonight.
Yeah, for sure. They're currently sitting at that 16th spot, and who knows what happens if they lose, because the teams under them still have matches as well. But that said, this match here and now is what we're going to focus on, and it is underway. It's going to be Raptured picking that one up for Nebraska. The attempted send-through ends up going off of the station and bouncing back into the hands of Vanzi. Vanzi walking this one forward, looking for the cross. It connects with Jakey down low on the floor. Jakey back across, now looking for Callan. Callan, one more cut, will be intercepted by Lulz and slapped away. Not out yet, but the second time it will be, as Lulz gets this sent up to the stack. Now Hex sending this one through. Oh my goodness, almost the half court. It finds the rim and then bounces into the hands of Fire Ninja, who's going to send it back so that Zen gets set up.
Yep, it is taken up by Heck. Heck moving it in and able to bounce a two-pointer right into the goal there, making it 2-0 so far in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to hand that off to you with a lot of time, but Zen wasted no time getting that set up. They were already in the bubble by the time I shut up. But hey, you know what? Points are points, and that'll be 2 of them for Zen. They'll be on the board first here as Raptured 9 picks this one up for the side of Nebraska. Jakey making sure to take out that incoming pressure to give Raptured some time and space to walk. Raptured gets all the way to the other double diamonds before that stack jumps. He'll get it over, sent over to Vanzi. Vanzi now coming in, looking for the top of the goal, and he will find it. Just like that, we are tied up here at 2.
Both these teams doing absolutely well in the first, first 2 minutes of the match. And both the teams doing really well. It's going to be a very even game. And these teams are going to be trying their hardest for sure, especially Nebraska, who wants to make it into the Challenger Cup and keep their position so far. Law's going to be passing over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja back to Isolate. Isolate is going to pass it over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja back to Isolate, and a bit of a triangle formation pass going on here. Oh, they do miss a pass, though. It is going to go right back, though, and it was all calculated. Don't worry. Heck gets it and throws it right on down to Lulz. Lulz getting it up to Isolate. Isolate moving in to Lulz, and Lulz not able to find it. Instead, it is going to be Nebraska Numbskulls slapping it on out. It is picked up, though, quickly by Heck, moving it into the bubble. Picked up by Lulz. Lulz going for the shot. Not able to get it, though. Not exactly sure what happened there. Either way, Jakey trying to find it on out. Not able to find it out, but that's okay because Vanzi is. Vanzi moving it on out and picked up by Raptured, and Raptured from behind, making a 2-pointer right there.
Well done there by Nebraska. That endless assault from Zen coming in, but they managed to hold on, get it out of their bubble, and then actually turn it into some points of their own. So we have got a game going on right now. This is so close. These teams going blow for blow, and though it is currently Nebraska Numbskulls on top, this is still anyone's game, as this is now into the hands of Lulz. They're in the Nebraska Numbskulls zone. Across to Fire Ninja, back to Isolate, right on back to Fire Ninja down low. Vanzi just kind of lurking there, keeping Fire Ninja pushed back, so he'll send it over to Heck. Heck now going up high to Isolate. Vanzi there once again, so he'll go down low to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja driving in and finding what a top pocket shot for another 2 points here for Zen.
Indeed, and we did get predictions out now. Gunky won last match. And if we are good to run predictions for this match, if maybe you can do that, Psycho, with Newton's permission. And
yeah, well,
right.
we will wait for later for that.
All right, cool. Raptured moving it on down into the mid here, and not really being challenged by anyone, but is going to opt in for the pass anyway. Vanzi moving it on down, and Colin making the 2-pointer. Really easy shot, it looks like there. I say easy because it was just slow. They moved it up slowly, and it was open passes all the way through to that shot there.
Yeah, well done from Nebraska. They're managing to find their way back on top. It's a lead change, but Zen will have something to say about it as they come out of the tubes for this joust advantage. Over to Heck to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja under some pressure will get the cross off to Lulz. Lulz driving this one in, eyeing up the cut or the shot, but neither will work as that goes off the rim and into the hands of Vanzi. Vanzi's got a little bit of time here, so he'll opt to send that one for the high clear. It's going to be Jakey in the area first, but oh no, just a little bit low. This is still loose. Picked up here by Isolate, and Isolate's looking for the clear.
Looking for the clear, he does, but he does not find it as Colin is able to move it up to Jakey. Jakey moving it in, a 2-on-1, not able to find it. Isolate in the goal there, able to send it on through. Raptured, though, holding the midfield. Colin moving it up, looking for a pass, and he does find the open pass, but the pass is not caught by Jakey there. Instead, it does move down, and Vanzi is able to recover it for Nebraska Numbskulls, who is going to move it on up to the ceiling. And they are looking for an open pass here. It's very strategic. Ducking under a player there, moving it over to Jakey, and Jakey up to the ceiling where Raptured is. Raptured opting in for the pass there. The cut in from Colin. No, not able to find it though. It is going to bounce. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. And it is going to lead back to the middle where Vanzi has the disc and is going to go back on the offense.
Oh, not for long, though. Lulz getting the read. Lulz getting the send 3 shot is no good, but that's what your teammates are there for. Fire Ninja! Oh, my goodness. I didn't see whose hand was there, but you know what? It'll go in anyway. That'll be 2 points for Zen, and they're going to get this one tied up at 6. For those of you asking about Cast My Match for tomorrow's game, Cast My Match does not necessarily guarantee you a specific game because it's kind of got to be planned. So maybe hold off and ask a production lead. I feel like I am not qualified to answer that. But we have a game going on here and now. Lulz getting his pocket picked by Vanzi. Vanzi going for that low bounce clear. It gets through the defense, off the nest, over toward the Pac-Man, but the Zen stack so fast. We'll get there first. Reset to Isolate. Isolate looking to send it through, but it finds the station, and it is going to bounce into the hands of Heck, but Heck gonna put that right into the hands of Callan. Callan down low to Raptured. Raptured under some pressure, whips this one across, looking for Jakey. It will connect off the bounce. Jakey under some pressure, though, sends this across immediately over to Callan at the cloud. And Callan playing a little slower now, back across over to Jakey on the ceiling. Jakey going down low to Raptured. Raptured one more cut to Vanzi, but Vanzi's just in an awkward position. Doesn't matter. He's gonna get it anyway. Floating backwards, turning around. He'll get it. That will be 2 points for Nebraska Numbskulls.
Very close game so far. In the beginning, Nebraska kind of ran away with it with 4 more points, than they had. But right now it's being turned around a bit, and it's only back to a 2-point game. And Isolate moving it up to Heck, and Heck holding it for a second before finding the open pass. And the pass hits to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja over to Lulz. Lulz trying to get back to Fire Ninja, and it's picked up by the goalie there, Raptured. And they do have to go back on the defense here, as Heck grabs it and makes a good recovery, moves it back through up to Isolate. Isolate up on the ceiling, getting stunned out there. No, not stunned out, sorry, stolen. It was somebody from a Nebraska team that got stunned out there. In the way, it is moved in, and Fire Ninja able to tie the scores up here, 8-8.
I mean, I feel like that was a bounce shot from Lulz just from my angle, and Fire Ninja just said, don't mind if I do, I'll give that a hand. But hey, you know what? If it works, it works, and that will tie us up here at 8, just under the 2-minute mark. This game is so close so far. Nebraska Numbskulls really coming to play this evening, but it will be picked up by Isolate. Isolate looking for the clear. It does get through the tunnel, bouncing low right into the hands of Jakey. Jakey gonna fire off this ceiling shot, maybe not gonna make it on its own, but Vanzi's there to finish the job. An 18 meter a second a shot. Yeah, you know what? That works. It's a 3 for Vanzi. Nebraska Numbskulls up by 3.
Wonder if they will be able to hold that lead here, as it is going to be about a minute left in the game here. Zen gonna have to try to come back here from this a bit of a lead. And it looks like they will be trying for it as they do push on through. The defenders, though, Colin specifically able to move it on back, and Isolate on the back lines, able to move it on forward to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja backwards to Heck, resetting it. Heck getting stunned out by Colin. Colin moving it through the tunnel. looking like that may be a bit of a bounce clear there. Trying to go as far as possible off the bounce. Moved up to Colin. Colin for the back lines where Vanzi is, and Vanzi from behind, making it 13-8. And we do have only 30 seconds left here. I believe that means round 1 will go to Nebraska Numbskulls, if my math is correct.
Yep, I do believe your math is correct because we are now at the 22nd, under the 22nd mark, and they need a minimum of 2 goals. So, Nebraska Numbskull is going to take this first round, but let's see if Zen can take some points into the next round with them as momentum. Here's Fire Ninja, down low to Lulz. Lulz looking to get the 180, maybe dunking it, but no good. It's shut down by Nebraska, and we'll get out of this round with a score of 13-8 in favor of Nebraska Numbskulls. But Phenom, break it down. What just happened?
We actually just played, my team Tensor just played Zen last night, so I kind of have some intimate details a little bit on facing their team. Same struggles we saw last night with them is just their offense seeming a little bit more impotent than they normally are. Seeming like Isolate and Hex sitting a little bit too far back in the midfield. Fire Ninja and Lulz, no matter how good of players they are, cannot 2v4 an entire defense, especially when players like, Vanzi and Callan are on that defense. They are very good at reading. They're very experienced at doing that kind of stuff, especially with Vanzi's freakishly long arms. So while we're doing that, on the other side, the Callan Vanzi stack doing a lot of work. But it's just going to come down to Zen needs to penetrate the bubble. They need to push players up, they need to push players in, and they need to start scoring. On the other side, on defensive side, Zen does a great job. All of these players have been playing with each other for a long time. They know each other. They know each other's kind of positioning and chemistry. Isolate coming out with our match last night, like 6 saves, just point blank, amazing work. So if they can score, they're going to be able to take this round, but they really need to start moving those players up into that orange bubble.
For sure, for sure. Raw Reg in chat saying if Nebraska wins, I wonder if they still make the Challenger Cup. Honestly, with the MMR differential right now, looking at the standings page, even if Zen somehow gets mercied here, I think their positioning, or at least their presence in the Challenger Cup, is still safe. It's just going to be a matter of seeding. But that said, Zen still needs to try because there is seeding on the line, and that's not the way you want to start it if you're a Zen fan. Callan getting that long bounce 3 patent pending Callan shot in for the first point of this round.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just me, but that was really fast for a bounce shot there. And Zen will have to try to top that, try to one-up it here, as Isolate sending it on over. And on over he does, but not for long. Sends it on over to Callan. Callan sending it down the field, right to his teammate, Jakey. Jakey getting the 2-pointer, 5 points up within the first minute already. It looks like Nebraska is ready to play in the second round as well.
Nebraska Numbskulls coming out strong. They are here to prove that first round was not a fluke, and they deserve to be on top all along. But we will see. Barely a minute into this game, it's going to be Zen coming out of the tubes. Isolate over to Heck. Heck going across over to Fire Ninja. It does connect. He gets the pass over to Lulz, but it is just a bit in front because that pressure from Jakey. A pass from Rapture to Jakey. Jakey gonna send it right on back. No pressured yet from Rapture, so he's just doing that and doing those moves, trying to draw out Lulz, but eventually passes over to Jakey. This time, Jakey's getting the clear, stacks together for Nebraska, but they will overshoot it slightly as it takes some weird bounces, giving Fire Ninja the opportunity to get the pickup, get the send through. This is all the way in Nebraska's bubble, but it is going to be Callan there, home first to get the pickup.
Yeah, Callan moving quite slowly on the floor, being able to bottom here for a second, dragging it through, sending on over to Jakey. Very conservative with the disc now. They have their points. They've won a round. They do not need to play as aggressively as they did before. They can start playing strategically. And strategically, it looks like they do try to play, as it is going to be Colin trying to send it down, but Fire Ninja able to intercept it. And the bounce is going to mess with them a little bit here, as it is sent out right to Colin. Colin not able to get though, and it is sent to Jakey. Jakey moving it through, trying to look for the clear here. It is a free disc in the mid, and no, neither Nebraska's players were able to get it, both overshooting or just a tad far from the disc. Instead, it's sent all the way back into their territory, picked up by Raptured. Raptured moving it through. They have the stack coming on down, and picked up by, looks like Callan here. Callan moving it down through into the bubble, passing it down to Vanzi. Vanzi going for the upshot and is able to find it. 7-0 in this round so far, all going to Nebraska Numbskulls.
What coordination there from Callan and Vanzi. I mean, Vanzi must have been calling that he was down low on boot and cut him in the bubble, because that cut came all the way from out of bubble. What a pass. But hey, points are points. That'll be 2 of them. And now Nebraska finds themselves up by 7 with just under 7 minutes remaining in this round. Lulz sending this one across over to Fire Ninja to isolate. Isolate looking for Heck, but I don't think Heck was looking for that. They have another chance though as Lulz gets the stun. The pass. Fire Ninja tapping this one in, and there we go. Zen has found a way to get on the board.
Now let's see if they can keep that motivation and keep that momentum in their blood here, as they do have to try not only to keep scoring points but to get ahead now, which is going to be a bit of a tricky feat if Nebraska keeps playing the way they are. Rapture sending it on over to Vanzi. Vanzi getting it taken from him. The Lulz proving me wrong here, as he is going to, they are going to send it down to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja able to get stunned out here by Callan. Callan moving it down the field, still picked up by Zen Stack here, and the Zen Stack moving it to Lulz, and Lulz moving it down, looking for the shot. Going to be a tad wide, but that's okay. It's going to go back to Fire Ninja, and Zen on the offense until let's think about the defense once again.
Raptured with a quick pickup though, a send through to the mid, but it looks like, oh, Lulz had it for a second, but wasn't able to hang on to it. So Raptured 9 gets back to it, gets the tap up the arena, but Isolate is there. Isolate looking for the clear, but it's going to hit some weird geos and then find the hands of Heck instead. Oh no, Vanzi, the steal, the long 3, not quite going to be in, bouncing all the way out into the hands of Lulz. Lulz sending this one back to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja going for that high clear, but once again, Zen struggling to find these clears on the first attempt. It does get through in the end though, bouncing. Oh my goodness. That was so... Raptured was taking his sweet time. I don't think anybody realized that was in, but you know what? He did get there. He did prevent the points, as this is now into the hands of Callan. Callan looking to send this one in, but Isolate's there. Vanzi with the steal. Vanzi, long 3. There it is. Nebraska Numbskulls up by 8.
I don't think anybody was really paying too much attention to Nebraska Numbskulls. They were, even though they were up there for quite a while, they kind of went under the radar, and now they're showing they are ready to come play, and they may get a spot in the Challenger Cup if they keep playing the way they do. And so far it is looking like it, as they are moving it down, and Zen has the possession of the disc, moving it in, trying to stop anything from happening here. They go for the cut-in, but the stun from Nebraska Numbskulls goes through before, and it is sent down to Jakey. Jakey moving it through the tunnel, getting it right on down, and no, that's Zen picking it up, looking for it to go through. Fire Ninja rushing it down the tunnel, and it's picked up by Isolate. Isolate moving it through, looking for the 3. Oh, the ding, just barely, but Fire Ninja able to recover it and make it a good shot anyway. 10-4 now.
Yeah, Zen, Zen seems to be struggling a little bit with those long clears and those long 3s this evening. That might just be, one of the only differences here between these teams is Nebraska Numbskulls has been putting in all, if not, most, if not all of their 3s, whereas Zen has been struggling a little bit with it. But that said, we're still going. There's still 3 minutes left for Zen to get something done, as Lulz will send this one into the bubble. It looks good, bouncing into the hands of Fire Ninja, but Fire Ninja a little too low on that shot. Lulz has the pickup. They're back in the bubble, backboard to Fire Ninja, and Fire Ninja wasting no time. He's gonna get them back within 4.
Yeah, it's all up to Zen here, as they do have 4 points to make up here, and looks like, I keep on calling Rapture from, so used to that name. Nebraska Numbskulls will have to try to make it work for them. Raptured moving it on up, still not gonna find the pass to the ceiling. It is gonna be a bit far, and it will be pushed down, and Raptured able to secure the disc and move it into the midfield here. It's going past the defenders and picked up by Raptured. Raptured going for the long 3, gonna be a bit wide there as well, and until Jakey gets it, but Fire Ninja able to recover it. Not for long though, as Raptured is able to send it right on back. Jakey coming through, he has a second chance here to redeem himself, and his team does decide to send it right back on up, saying, no, in fact, I'm going to play a bit more strategically here, and that looks like it may be the right call, as Raptured also moving it on back, passing it on through. Jakey not able to quite find it for a second, but he is still able to find it, stunning up Fire Ninja in the process, and Zen will try to get it on out, but no, Raptured in the midfield here, trying to move it on down, is going to hold it and send it right on back to the mid where Colin is.
Yeah, Callan is waiting there at the double diamonds under some pressure, gets it over to Vanzi on the floor. Vanzi doing some moves to get through Fire Ninja, gets the cut over to Raptured. Raptured getting himself to the backboard to line up a beautiful 2. And just like that, Nebraska Numbskulls up by 6 once again.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, if Nebraska wins, they do get a guaranteed spot in the Challenger Cup, correct?
Yes, asterisk. There are a couple conditions. The teams under them still have some matches, some tough matches that if they find a way to win, still could sneak in that last spot. But I think they're safe. I would put my money on them being safe.
Well, then it's all up to them to try to make it into the Challenger Cup themselves, as they do have to win this match to be even have that guarantee, or that guarantee asterisk. And Zen trying to really stop that from happening, as they do go right back on the offensive here. We have under a minute left. If we want to see anything happen, it better happen quick. And speaking of happening quick, the disc will be taken out by, I don't believe that was Laws. Laws sending it on back. Isolate with the disc. Ooh, not getting stunned out. Instead, stunning out and not able to find that shot there. Missing a bit of a point blank shot there. Bit of a whoops moment, and picked up by Jakey. Jakey trying to send through the tunnel, but did have a lot of pressure on him. It is sent by, I believe that was Vanzi anyway. We do have up on the 25-second mark here, which means I believe Nebraska Numbskulls will take this match.
I do believe you are correct. It's just going to be a matter of points for Zen if they can get something else on the board. No, they're going to be denied by Callan. Callan taking his time, sending this one across over to Jakey. 4 seconds left. That will do it here in this round. I mean, the hype votes, I don't think, or not the hype votes, the connoisseur votes definitely didn't predict this, but hey, Nebraska Numbskulls taking this game in 2 rounds and all but guaranteeing their spot here in the Challenger Cup. Phenom, we've got a minute. Break it down for us.
Yeah, I mean, the Zen tried a little bit harder this time to try to penetrate that orange bubble, but still struggling with just getting people into the bubble and capitalizing on the possessions that they had. They got a lot of chances. If I look at the scores here, possession time was 54% to 46%, so not much difference in possession time, but a lot of difference in the ability to connect that disc into the goal when possessions were gained. Definitely the addition of Vanzi and Callan to that Raptured team is making a big difference. And they are just a little bit unstoppable right now in that upper echelon of Diamond. So, like you said, asterisk, yes, they will be in. Both the Juicebox and Kang very close behind MMR wise, but both of them play Corrupt and Atlanta Storm, 2 very good teams. So if either of those teams can pull off a double victory this week, you could potentially see them hop into that 6th spot in Challengers Cup. But like I said, those are very difficult teams. So to win both games in a row is going to take some serious conviction. So we'll see. But other than that, it's pretty much a good chance that Numbskulls have earned their spot in Challenger Cup come this next weekend.
Definitely. So we'll have to keep an eye on those games that still need to happen. See how the Challenger Cup rankings end up as we go into next weekend. But that said, that's it for that match. We went from mid diamond to high diamond, and now we're gonna take it down to low diamond for one final match this evening. It's gonna be Calypso, my team. This will be fun. Taking on Mailbox. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna get set up in that arena, and then we will watch that game together. See you in a few.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to VRML 1. Tonight, actually, we have had two other matches beforehand. Now we have Calypso versus Mailbox. Mailbox on blue and Calypso on orange. In the booth with me, I have Psychaotic. On cams, we have Newton Dad. And then next to me, as our analysis for tonight, we have Phantom. How do you feel tonight about this match, Psychaotic? I know this is your team, Calypso over here.
Yeah, not gonna lie, a little nervous, but I have full faith in my teammates. I'm expecting a solid performance here by my teammates and by Mailbox. I'm sure no matter whoever comes out on top, it's going to be a great game. So it looks like both teams actually are running a sub this evening. Biat is in for me, and it looks like Appa is in for Tasuna. So who knows? Could be anyone's game. But that said, we should be getting underway in just a moment. These teams are ready to ready up, and I'm super excited. I'm so nervous. I was not nervous until just now, seeing my team on the screen without me there.
It must be a bit of a weird feeling to see your entire team playing, and you're just kind of here. You're the one watching them. You're gonna see a few things you may not like. You may not like some things you wish you were a part of. It must be a bit of an awkward feeling.
Yeah, it's it's interesting, but I've got full faith in them, and I'm sure Mailbox is also going to put up a really solid performance. So I am so excited to see us get underway. But that said, Disc is in the middle, stacks are in the tubes. We are ready to go here in this game. It's first touch going to Mailbox. It's up high, picked up here by Biat. Biat's looking for the send up to the UG Glass stack. They're together. It's a dribble into the hands of Glass. Shot lane is closed, just a little too long, but here comes Glass over to Biat on the backboard, and Calypso wasting no time getting on the board this evening. First two in their favor.
That must be nice to see there. And the disc is going to be on Mailbox's side. They do have Joust advantage now, full control of the disc. We will see what they are able to do with it in just a second here, as they are low out of their tubes, and we see what they can do. It's going to be Appa. Appa slapping it down to Flaky. Flaky moving it through the tunnel, but no, getting stunned out there. And the shot is good by Yuji. Long three-pointer.
Let's go, Yuji. What a shot. Speaking of, we were talking about Quest 2 versus CV1 just there between games. Yuji recently switching over to CV1, and there we go. We see he has made the adjustment. But hey, Calypso up by 5. Here comes Mailbox looking to answer back. That's Appa going across over to Flaky in the tunnel. Flaky walking this one forward, up to IQ, across, looking for Chewy. He will get there off the bounce, under immediate pressure, though, stunned out. Here's Glass with it. Glass looking to send this one up to UG. It's a bit high. It'll connect with Princess Claire instead. Princess Claire taking the shot, and oh my, I don't know if that was through the hands or he caught it on the wrong side, but either way, that will be 2 more points for Calypso.
Indeed, and it looks like everybody in the polls agree with us here. Or, well, at least agree with the scores. It's Calypso taking away 100% of the votes going to them. We definitely can see. Let's see some more Mailbox votes in there, all right? And let's see Appa. Appa taking the disc on through, getting that pass on over. Isn't going to quite find it here. It is going to be Chewy that finds it, though. Chewy sending it up to IQ. IQ going for the shot. God, going to ding just off. Yuji moving it on back, but no, back he cannot. Chewy moving it on up, and up he cannot move it. The disc is free, going to be picked up by Biat. Biat sending it through. It's going to bounce a bit here, and it's going to be up to Biat. Biat sending it down to Glass, and Glass holding it on the floor here, moving it all the way through, but no, Chewy intercepting it, sending it on down, bouncing off the shield, and back on up to IQ. IQ sending it on to Flaky. Flaky seeing the shot, and is able to take the shot, and it bounces off Yuji's head right into the goal.
Oh no. Hey, you know what? Points are points, even if it goes off the head. That will be 2 of them for Mailbox. What a shot there by Flaky, the good recovery after the missed shot attempt. So, Mailbox on the board, only down by 5. This is certainly anyone's game. This is Princess Claire taking the QB to Biot. Quick pass to Glass. She's under a little bit of pressure, but manages to get rid of that stack just for a moment and buy some time for the other stack to get together. Big pass up to Yuji. Yuji under some pressure here. Opts to send this one back to Glass. Still under pressure. That stack is still together. Now finally broken apart. Looking up high for Biot. Biot not going to get there first. Oh no, gets the stun on IQ, but Chewy manages to get back to get this one picked up. It will not find its way out though. Instead, it'll be in the hands of Glass. Now to Princess Claire. Cross over to Biot. Biot driving in, but a little too low. That will not go in. It'll be picked up and cleared almost out by Chewy.
Indeed, it is picked up by Princess Claire here, moving it to the ceiling, but no getting it stunned out there. And picked up by IQ. IQ moving it down through the mid into the bottom right here. Picked up by Chewy. Chewy getting the disc stolen from him almost instantly by Glass. Glass getting stunned out. Chewy recovering the disc, and Flaky making the shot on the goalie right there, making it 4-7.
That is a dangerous position to be in. It looked like Calypso thought they had it clear, but no. Mailbox managing to get it back, get that pass to Flaky, and Flaky just an easy top pocket there to get the point. Well done. But it is Calypso looking to answer back once again, up by 3. It'll be Princess Claire on the nest, trying to bait out that stack. The stack will not budge. She does get it across over to Glass. Glass on the station, trying to get rid of this stack once again. She'll send this one through the tunnel into the hands of Yuji, but Yuji will get stunned out before he can get rid of it. Chewy firing off a long clear to the far side wall, picked up by IQ. IQ sending the shot in. It's going to be a bit high into the hands of Flaky, stolen away by Princess Claire, and Princess Claire gets this one cleared through. Here comes the Calypso stack. They will overshoot it at first, but Biot is there to pick it up and put in the 2.
It's a beautiful shot right there by Biot. And Mailbox is going to have to do a bit of work to come on back. They do have a 5-point disadvantage now. It's only 2 goals technically. If they can make a 3 and a 2, even a 3 and a 3 would put them in the lead here. Appa going to send it on over to Flaky, and Flaky moving it on through. Not able to move it through though, because Biot is right there ready for it. And so is Glass, but no, Glass not expecting Appa. Appa able to throw it through, and this time it was Mailbox not expecting some players from Calypso to grab it, and it's sent on up, and the bounce is up to Glass. Glass putting it and resetting it back to Princess Claire. Princess Claire moving it on to the Pac-Man, holding it here, looking for an open pass, tries to find it, does find the pass. It is sent on over and scored by Yuji right there, 11-4.
Great control there by Calypso. You know, they had that opportunity to push in the bubble when Glass had it up on shoulder, but no, opting for the reset to get set up and then drive it in slowly paid off for them. So now they are up 11-4 here, just under 4 minutes remaining. It's going to be Appa picking this one up for Mailbox. The send across, looking for the tunnel pass, but no, read by the backstack of Calypso. Princess Claire with the pickup, sending that one over to the other stack, but I think it was just a little bit of a miscommunication. Doesn't matter, they're there first anyway, and oh no, Glass headbutting it out of the hands of Yuji. This is an opportunity for Mailbox. Flaky sending this one forward. Oh my, so close. Missing the 3, but that doesn't matter because Appa is there to get the 2, and points are what they need right now.
Yeah, points are what they need indeed. Still down by a decent amount here, but are starting that comeback, are starting to get their momentum. Calypso gonna have to hold them off though if they want to win. They will be let out now with disc advantage, and Princess Claire is instantly sending it on through the tunnel, not being able to pick up by her fellow player. Instead, it is picked up by Appa. Appa getting stunned out, and the Glass Yuji stack able to get it and send it on through right to Biot, and Biot sinking the 2-pointer like it's nothing.
Great work there by that stack. Glass and Yuji getting together so quickly to get to the disc before Mailbox could get the clear. And they ended up getting the points for it. But Mailbox not out of this game yet. They are down by 7, but there's still plenty of time on the clock. They just have to tighten it up a little bit as, oh no, that is not the way to start it. Chewy getting stunned out before he can handle it. The Calypso stack overshooting it just for a moment, though. They do get back to it. Now into the hands of Biot. A risky pass to Glass. Chewy able to get the steal away from her. And he'll send this one up to his teammate. Now into the hands of Flaky. Flaky just outside the bubble, looking to push in, but Princess Claire is there to slap it away. Not all the way out yet, though, into the hands of Chewy for Mailbox. He's juking around on the floor, finds the cut to Appa. Here comes Appa. Biot with the stop into the hands of Yuji now, and Yuji's going to get this one cleared away.
Yeah, get it cleared away. They do it. It's sent into Mailbox's side, and not picked up by a defender here. Instead, it's sent to the floor. Maybe giving enough time for a stack to come on through. The stack does come on through. It's Biot moving forward, and it's a 2-on-1, 2-on-1. Beat the 1-on-2, and it is Biot making that goal, making the 2-pointer, making it 15-6.
Great work there by Calypso, and I see Tasuna in chat. Tasuna, why aren't you playing, dude? I'm kidding. But this is Mailbox coming through down by 9. They're going to need to start putting in some 3-pointers rather quickly if they're going to come back in this first round. But no, Princess Claire going to put an end to that drive as she sends this one through. It will be picked up here by Yuji, but Yuji does not see that drive-by stack coming. They will get the stun. They will get the clear. It's going to be a race. Then everyone will overshoot it. Everyone but Yuji. And Yuji with a little time and space in the midfield to work with, waiting for that stack to get together before sending it through, but it will be right into the hands of Chewy. Chewy looking for the clear, but Glass is going to shut that one down on the back line. Down low, across to Biot. Biot just outside the bubble, opts to send this one back to Princess Claire. Princess Claire now on the ghost, juking around. Oh, gets stuffed by Chewy. Chewy getting the block on both players and getting the clear.
And the clear does come on down. Flaky going for the shot and does make the shot right there. A beautiful 3-pointer. But I believe with the time we have remaining, which is only less than 20 seconds, which means I think it's, what, 10 seconds we'll have when the counter is done. It does look like Calypso was able to triumph over Mailbox here in the first round.
We will see here, though, as this could be an opportunity for Mailbox to get some points as momentum. IQ firing off the shot, but shut down by Biot. I don't know if there was even enough time, even if Biot wasn't there. But you know what? What a round here by both teams. 15-9 in favor of Calypso. Phenom, what did you see?
I mean, just it's very, very cool for me to see, going from our high diamond and mid diamond to low diamond. The difference between even, season 2 and season 3, now we're on season 5 where, we're seeing these players in low diamond, high plat that, know what to do. They know how to play this game. They know when to stack, they know when to pass. It's really just coming down to the execution. They're a little bit rougher with their passes and maybe, stack a hair slower, but all of these players at this level really have been kind of shifting towards knowing how to play the game, which is different from even season 2. Obviously, there's a lot different between now and then, but the big difference of not only being physically skilled but intellectually experienced in a way where this kind of distribution of information has been kind of slowly trickling all over the ladder. So it's really cool to see teams like these where every play they do is just like one step off from exactly what the highest level of players are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if they continue to demonstrate that into this round. Calypso getting the first touch. Ooh, just a little bit too high for Yuji. That'll be a turnover. No, just kidding. Yuji getting it, firing off the shot, but IQ had that lane shut down. IQ looking for the clear here. It's going to take a wacky bounce back into the hands of Chewy. This time, Chewy trying to clear. It gets by Princess Claire into the hands of Appa, but Claire gets the stun on Appa, so IQ gets the pickup and the send through to Flaky. Here's a shot. No good. Bouncing off the rim all the way back into the hands of IQ. Mailbox will have an opportunity to try again, and this time they will get it. The first 2 points of this round will go to Mailbox.
Indeed, and Mailbox starting off strong this round, especially from what happened last round. Calypso will have to do a little more work this time, showing Calypso that they need to step up their game just a tiny bit to secure the second round as well. They will start moving through. Princess Claire sitting here, holding it, and passing it on over to Glass. Glass getting the good pass on over to Yuji. Yuji on the floor here, passing it right on over to Glass. A bit of a slow play here, moving up an inch at a time. But hey, if that's what works, that's what works. As Yuji does hold it here for a second, passing it on up. And the pass is not going to be any good, but the defenders don't get it. Instead, Biot gets it, and Biot putting that two-pointer in, tying it up, showing that they are here to play in the second round as well.
Great work there by Biot. You know, that pass not quite going to its original target, but improvise, adapt, overcome. Biot getting there first and getting the points. So we are now tied up at 2, just under 2 minutes into this round. It's going to be Appa picking this one up for Mailbox. The cross over to Flaky, but Glass and Yuji have the read. Glass firing off the long 3. That's good. Long 3 coming in from Glass. It's going to put Calypso up 5-2.
A beautiful read right there into a beautiful 3, as they were able to put themselves back up in this round as well. And it's Mailbox is back down. They will have to once again find some points and find their way back up. It's Appa sending it down, and picked up by the Calypso stack here. Biot and Princess Claire. Biot sending it through. Picked up by Appa though, sent down once again. This time successfully clearing it through. And it's going to be IQ picking it up here inside of the trench, moving it to the floor, and just holding it here for a second.
Oh, drawing out that stack pressure, getting the cross over to Appa, and the goalie is stunned. That means that's an easy 2 points here for Mailbox. So Calypso still up by 1, but Mailbox refuses to let them get a drive going and let them get ahead by much. As 3 minutes into this game, into this round, it is still anyone's game. Calypso coming out now with the just advantage. Princess Claire, very fast pass over to Glass. Glass looking to get this one sent through. It's not quite going to work out. It will be read on the bounce by Chewy. Chewy looking for the clear in the far side tunnel. It does not get all the way out. Princess Claire is there for the read. And she's going to walk this one forward, making sure to keep an eye on that pressure coming up behind her. Very smart. She gets all the way to the cloud. And now the pressure coming out from Flaky, so she'll send this one across over to Glass. Glass on the Nugget has a little time and space to work with, to looking at those possible options. Opts for Yuji on the cross-side post. Yuji gets through one. Chewy will not let him go. Chewy gets the grab, even though it looked like Yuji was by him. What a move. And he'll keep Yuji from driving in, at least for now. Glass getting the grab, but can't pull it through shield, so Chewy has it once again, and this time Chewy will get the clear.
Get the clear he does, moving it to Appa. Appa going for the pointer, and that is a 3-pointer. 7-5 now. It's going to be Mailbox finding their footing and making a mark in this match, putting them in the ahead. And we'll see what Calypso decides to do in response to this.
We will see, as I think Calypso is down for the first time this evening. As Princess Claire sends this one across over to Biot, under some pressure from that stack, looking for Glass. It connects off the bounce. Now up to Yuji in that popcorn area. Oh, the stack is broken apart. He gets the pass over to Princess Claire. Princess Claire looking for Biot, but Flaky in the lane, able to get the grab and get the send through. This could be another opportunity here for Mailbox as IQ gets the grab. Quick set reset to Appa. Appa up high, looking for Flaky, but no, it will be slapped away by Calypso. Not all the way out though. Chewy gets it across over to IQ now. IQ gonna send it right on back to Chewy, who takes this one up high to the ceiling. Chewy looking for that down low pass to Flaky. Flaky driving in, but Biot will say no! Big save there, gets it out of the bubble into the hands of Yuji, and Yuji gets this one cleared.
And it's gonna be, looks like Biot trying to get a hold of the disc, and he does get a hold of the disc. Looking for a pass, looking for a few openings, and once he does get one, he does pass it on over to Glass. Glass upside down on the ceiling here, passing it over to the shoulder, and the shoulder shot not going to work as Flaky in the goal there, able to stop it. A beautiful stop and a beautiful send down. It's picked up by IQ, and IQ going for the long 3. It would have been in, but Biot staying right in his way there. And Princess Claire now on the floor looking for the clear, and does find the clear, it looks like, but not for too long, as Appa was ready on the defense to pass it on over to Flaky. Flaky doing the cut into IQ, and IQ making a beautiful shot, but all it was an attempt as it didn't go in. And that one didn't go either, as Princess Claire gets it once again, trying to send it down.
Ooh, clear, not quite good though, and neither is that pass back into the bubble. Glass there with the read, and Glass taking a little bit of time with it before getting it cleared through. I think looking to get a stack together. Oh no, Biot going to overshoot this one just a little bit, but it looks like he'll be there first anyway. Yes, he shall. Biot now up high on the ceiling. The whole team is back for Mailbox. So they're going to have to play this one cautiously. He'll reset this one back to Princess Claire. Princess Claire firing. Oh my. Oh, firing off the 3. IQ has the grab, but you can't cock it back to clear it like that close to the goal. As that points are points.
Yeah, and you have Skittles and Chive here saying that the stacks are awesome, and I have to agree with them. Both stacks from the teams are absolutely amazing. They're very fast and very accurate. And we do get a pause, and do we know who paused it? All right, it was Mailbox that paused it here, as they did lose a player, and I wonder what
Oh,
it
I'm sorry.
is. No, go ahead.
I have a theory. Appa was the sub. Appa is gone. I haven't seen Tasuna in chat for a while. We might be getting a
Ooh.
mid-game sub here in just a minute.
Ooh, that.
Yeah, so Phenom, if that happens, how could that shake up this game?
Suna's a great player. I think one of the big difference right now is, Calypso obviously in round 1 got some of those early points, and they kind of rode that, I think, on the pressure and maybe a little bit of a lack of warm up from Mailbox with their sub. We're able to ride that through all the way to round 1. Round 2, though, so even, so closely matched between the two of them. Suna is, I think, trying to get into the game from reading the chat here. So possibly a sub there, but it's coming down to Calypso's defense really, really well, really aggressive. Mailbox again being very coordinated, very possession heavy, but just not having that spark that's able to get through that defense a lot of times, other than just on a quick scramble. Whereas Calypso a little bit less coordinated on the offense. They do good work. They're very aggressive both on offense and defense, and that kind of works out. So we're kind of, but as far as like stacking and positioning, I mean, it is in pass accuracy and errors, it is dead even. Look at some stats here. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Looking at some stats here, the possession time from Calypso is much higher, 63% to 37%. So Calypso definitely holding on to the disc a lot longer. Potentially even from that first round when they were making a lot of shots. But shots taken almost identical, assists almost identical. Saves a little bit heavier on the Calypso side. They're doing really good work on that. Saves one off. Stuns a little bit heavier on the Calypso side. Calypso in there really kind of beating some people up. But other than that, we're still waiting on. It looks like there a fourth player in here. Yuji doing a little bit of I'm going to call that dancing on the nest there, trying to stay warm. Coming into this timeout, now praising the Echo Disc, which he should absolutely be doing, because as we all know, Echo is indeed life. There is nothing else that exists outside of that arena except for more Echo and arguing about Echo to other people. So other than that, I think, like you said, if Suna comes in, I think that might change it a little bit. I'm not too familiar with Appa, their sub. I played with them a little bit. Good player, but Suna definitely a tried and true on the Echo team. So hopefully they'll be able to get somebody in here and start it back up. But 3 minutes left, a little more than that. 3.5 minutes left. 7-7 on the scoreboard. It's gonna be a nail biter, I believe.
It most certainly might, and as a Calypso player, I would love for it to not be. As a caster, let's go to round 3, because who doesn't want one of those? But now we've got the whole Calypso team at the disc, making sure to show off those dance moves. Guys, stay warm. Stack.
So
asking you, Sai, being the, I believe, captain of Calypso, what would be your advice watching this game so far to your team?
I think you really hit the nail on the head. The defense is solid. I think we're doing a great job there. The one big thing that I'm noticing is I think they're forcing it a bit much on offense. They are forcing some pass lanes that aren't quite open when they could just go for the reset, slow it down a little bit. So if there was one thing I would want them to change right here coming out of this timeout, it would be that. It would be slow it down just a little bit. Don't be afraid to reset. As we do have Snipe coming in, who I believe is a league sub. So this is quite the interesting substitution coming through here. All right. Hey, you know what? Okay. No, wait. Snipe is gone. App is back. I don't know who's playing. I don't think I'll know who's playing until they hit the unpause button.
Yep, it's been a very interesting game so far. It's tied at the moment. So whatever these teams do next in these next 3 minutes and 30 seconds will matter a whole lot. As we do get back into it as we can unpause. They will be let go pretty soon. Mailbox has the joust advantage here. And now that they can control the disc, I wonder what they will decide to do with it. It's taken up by Appa. Appa having the control of the disc here. The Eugene glass stack pressuring just a bit. But it's sent down to IQ, and IQ sending it over to Chewy. Chewy all the way back to a stack where it just gets down the field. Appa right there, able to throw it on down, and the defense is there instead, getting ready for it. IQ moving it in, looking for the shot. Biot right there to save it.
What a save there by Biot. Not out of the woods yet. Oh, Biot getting another save, but the stun coming in, and it will be Mailbox finding the points in the end. They will go up 9-7 here with just under 3 minutes remaining in this round. This is going to be really, really close no matter who takes it this round. It could be Calypso in 2, or we could be seeing a round 3 here this evening. Who knows? As Princess Claire sends this one over to Glass, she's under some pressure. She'll get that one sent over to Yuji. Biot has the lane, not for long, rips the shot, and there it is. A 3 for Calypso will put them back up by 1.
Yeah, back up by 1, but not out of the water yet, as it is only a 1-point lead. Mailbox having plenty of time and plenty of strength to make this go in their favor now, as they will be let on out. It is going to be picked up by Appa. Appa getting the pass on down. The pass not able to find its way. Instead, it finds its way to the Princess and Biot stack. The stack gets broken up a bit, though, and Appa is able to find it, sending it on down right to Chewy. Chewy going for the shot. Going to be a bit wide. Princess Claire and Cole able to send it on back, and a good back it is, as it does go right into the tunnel. Picked up by Flaky only for a second, though, because Biot is able to get it through. And it's a loose disc for almost half a second. As Glass is able to pick it up, move it in, and is not able to make the shot. And neither is Princess Claire. Both players getting stunned out inside the bubble by the defense of Mailbox here. They won't stop pushing here as Biot grabs it once again, sends it on under to Princess Claire. Princess Claire going for it, not able to find it. Instead, it is going to be Biot. Biot getting it on down once again, and another attack trying to be formed here, but Appa stopping it before they can even get in motion, sending it back down to Calypso's side.
We are at the 1 minute mark. This could very well just turn into who gets the last goal and doesn't leave enough time on the clock for the other team. We'll see. Glass sending this one up to Yuji. Another drive coming in from Calypso. Calypso going to go back across to Glass. Looks like they're going to slow this one down a little bit as they have 45 seconds left. They can play the clock. Back across now into the hands of Yuji. Quick reset coming through because of the incoming pressure. So that'll be in the hands of Princess Claire now at the popcorn. Back across over to Glass. They are not going to push into bubble until they are ready. 30 seconds left. Back over to Princess Claire at the popcorn. Princess Claire under some pressure from Appa, gets the pass over to Glass. Some pressure from Chewy coming in, and Chewy will get the turnover. This is going to be sent through. It's an opportunity for Mailbox. 20 seconds left. Mailbox stack going to overshoot this one. It'll be picked up by Biot and sent right back to the Mailbox side, but Chewy is waiting there with a stack. 9 seconds left. Mailbox needs to do it here and now. They will hit the rim instead. It's going to be Princess Claire. The slap away. The stop. They've kicked it out of the goal, and it will be Calypso taking this in 2.
That was amazing. That was amazing right there from Princess Claire, saving it twice. That would have been so defeating to be Calypso there and just losing it in the last few seconds. Princess Claire coming in clutch there. That was absolutely beautiful from both these teams, and especially in the end there from Princess Claire. Amazing goalie skills there.
Like, Phenom, you go ahead, take it, bud. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I think the big MVPs of this match are just, I mean, look at the saves. I mean, Princess Clear with 5 saves, Biat with 6 saves. On the other side, IQ with 5 saves. I mean, great job goalies. On the other side, terrible job offense. One extra pass here or there would have put it past, but I mean, being able to hit that many saves back to back to back. I mean, that's the great part about being a goalie is when you're a striker and you go up to that goal, everyone expects you to make that. When you're a goalie, nobody expects you to save anything. So when you do, it's like the best feeling in the world. So congratulations to my fellow goalies out there that performed a phenomenal job today.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I could say it better myself. And somebody in chat pointing out Biat's stats. Man, I'm gonna have Biat sub in for me more often. Leader in points, leader in saves, getting it done both sides of the arena. So well done here by both teams, and I really don't mean to just go hard for Calypso. Mailbox putting up such a solid fight. They had such solid defense there in that second half of the game, slowing down Calypso and keeping it to within 1 point. What a performance here by both teams. But Blank, you got anything else for us before we head out of here?
I do not, other than we had a few amazing games tonight. We saw Nebraska make the Challenger Cup now. We saw Calypso win by 1 point in the last few seconds. And overall, we had just a very good lineup tonight, and I was very happy to be here to cast these games.
I don't know if you guys have seen the scores have come in for Nebraska. Nebraska jumping up into 13th. They're actually in 3rd on the ladder right now.
Whoa.
Zen dropping down to 4th. So we'll have to see. Obviously Atlanta Storm playing both Juicebox and Kangarillas. Corrupt playing both them. So potentially, Nebraska is a little bit better seeded than we initially thought there, especially with their regular season being over, as well as Tenzer now in second place. Woo. But other than that 13-20 bracket is going to be hard to push into, especially for Kang and Juicebox sitting at 1280 right now.
Yeah, so it does look like Nebraska did get themselves a seat in the Challenger Cup that is going to be a lot harder to take than we initially thought.
Yeah, I mean, that means Atlanta Storm is sitting in that last seat in the Challenger Cup right now. They are sitting at 16th. And these guys have scheduled a game for Friday and Sunday night Sunday night is against Kangarillas. We very well might not have any idea who's going to have that last spot until the curtain, goes on Atlanta Storm versus Kangarillas at 10:30 on Sunday. So that will certainly be interesting. But until then, these have been some awesome games. Thank you, all of you in chat for watching them with us. Thank you, Blank, casting with me, Fane on the analysis, and Newton Dad always doing it on the cams, running the show. We appreciate you. So until next time, I've been Psychaotic. This has been VRML. I'm repeating myself. Good night.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.